What is going on, everybody who's having a great day, great night, wherever you're watching this from? Long distance relationships, they're very tricky. I think more than anything else is that you have to be creative. You just can't be doing the same thing that you've been doing for in every relationship, and you have to understand that it's really about growth. The number one thing is communication. Your communication really has to increase, and you have to give it your all. You have to do something that you've never done before. You have to be spontaneous. You have to really be creative. You have to be different. You have to be energetic. You have to give it your all. You just can't be sending pictures that you normally send, and especially the pictures that you post on your social media page. They really don't want that. They want you to be different. They want you to send pictures that you've never sent before. They want you to do things you've never done before. And this right here is called being creative. And I really feel it's very, enlightful in order for you all to really have something that is different, creative, and unique. And this is very important. So as time continues to move forward and as you all continue to bond, from a distance, your conversation just can't be 2 or 3 minutes. Your conversation really has to be something. And to be honest with you all, if you're going to call that person up, make sure you have something to talk about. Don't get on the phone with them just to get off the phone with them because I got to do this, I got to do that. Give this person quality time. It's impossible for you all to build if you're always coming on, jumping off, coming on, jumping off. You have to do something that is different. And I really feel that quality time spent on the phone, FaceTiming, talking on the phone, these are the things that people long and look for. Because to be honest with you all, you have other people that are really trying to get their attention. And if you're not willing to give them a good conversation, if you're not willing to pour your heart out, if you're not willing to spill your emotions every time you go on the phone with them, then what are you all really doing? What are you all building? What is really going on in your long distance relationship? Yeah, they can be beautiful. They can be handsome. They can, be everything that you want. But if you really want it, it'll really show how bad you want it by the things that you do and not just the things that you say. We have missed it along the way, trying to build with people from a long distance, but not really building with them and not understanding why things are never working out. And it's really about you being spontaneous and opening up. So you have to start somewhere. You have to look at yourself in the mirror. Because it's sad to say, some men will give more time talking to their friends on the phone, their homeboys on the phone, than they would the woman that they're involved with. And if you all are thousands of miles apart, you have to be very creative. Once a week, send some nice pictures. Send some sexy pictures. Send some pictures that makes them feel like they're in your presence. When you get on the phone, let your conversation be longer than a few minutes. And this is something that tends to happen from a lot of my clients, and they're always talking about, their conversation is never leading anywhere. And the person says that, well, I really don't have anything to talk about. I just want to hear your voice. Well, you can hear my voice in the video that I sent you. You have to be really understanding that in order for you all to evolve and develop something that you've never had, you're going to have to do things you've never done. You're going to have to break out of the mold and stop talking about, I've never had this. I've never had nobody treat me like this. I've never been in a relationship like this before. I've never done these things before. You're going to have to break out of the mold and start to invest in your relationship, because if you don't invest in your relationship, how do you expect for it to grow? And then you have the person being frustrated. But you don't realize why they're frustrated, because your communication is not where it should be. Every time they come to the table, they're really being creative. Every time they send a picture, they're doing something different. You have to do something more, and you have to give it more than what you've ever had. Because what tends to happen for some reason, you all, is that we fall in love, but we stop being creative. And in our long distance relationships, and as we build and as we become creative with what we're trying to build, we have to understand that it's not about us. It's about that individual. And we can't tell them how to feel. We can't tell them what they should expect from us. No, they have to tell us their expectations of us, and we have to give them what they expect. And as long as we're doing this, we'll be able to grow, we'll be able to develop, and we'll be able to have something that is not just about love, but it has meaning behind it. Because now this person is not only happy and satisfied, you have really done something and you have given them your all, and they will know it. They would know about your actions. We become so distracted with everything and everyone else that when that person desires your quality time on the phone and when you're FaceTiming, your mind and your thoughts and everything else is just all over the place. And you wonder why they become frustrated. Their frustration is not just because you're not listening or hearing them. Their frustration is because they kind of feel like they don't matter. They only matter when you want them to matter. So let's just pay close attention. If we're going to make the long distance relationship really work, we're going to have to do something more than what we've done before. And I don't know how many people's in a long distance relationship right now, but in order for it to work, you're going to have to put in more work than you've ever put in. And every day is going to have to be something different. It just can't be us just talking on the phone. You know, yeah, we're going to miss each other. Yes, we're going to have hard moments. We're going to have days to where we cry. We're going to have days to where we're stressed out because we really want the physical touch of that person. But if we're on a mission and if we're doing some things that our job sends us away where we're not together, then we're going to have to do something more and different than what we've ever done, all right? Last but not least, always remember this. So the moment of your life, God is bigger than this moment, and that's the reason why we got to continue to press. Have a blessed and wonderful day.